forecast there. It is now 6:14. We have rain, we have wind, saw the sun a little today as well. In other words, it's Northeast Ohio.
If you are going to be welcoming a new family member into your home, the four-leggeds, if you will, honor to an old pal, we will have muddy paws to contend with initially, but a quick wipe with a towel, it's all gone.
When I see Betsy do this,
kisses.
it's, Christy, don't get ahead of me.
That's right. Don't get ahead of me. All right, let's take a look at what's going on as far as this forecast goes, because we do have a lot of rain. Let me back this up a little bit. We do have a lot of rain that is coming down already today. It's going to continue through the day tomorrow. So we're kind of looking forward to tomorrow now with more persistent rain, especially in the afternoon. We're going to throw gusty wind in there too. Wind gusts over 40 miles per hour at times, even over 50 miles per hour possible. So obviously you're going to have to watch for the water. We already have tons of standing water. That's not going to change. But if you have to get up early tomorrow morning, or if you have things to do tomorrow, you may want to have battery backups on anything that's plugged into the wall. Or if you have those really sensitive electronics, you may want to unplug them altogether, because we could get some power surges with branches coming down and whatnot. We are still dealing with some rain on the radar. A lot of this is just light rain here in Northeast Ohio. The heaviest rain is down toward the Ohio River. So far, so good. The best storm dynamics are down toward the Ohio River too. But at this point, any additional rain that we get is just going to be the tipping bucket for problems. We've had over 2 inches of rain potentially in some parts of areas along and west of I-71 just in the last 12 hours, half to 1 inch farther to the east. But of course, the radar estimate is one thing. Actual rain gauges in backyards with hummingbirds and flowers are even better. And got this in from Mary Shade out in Bellevue, Christy's old hometown. This fell between last night and 5 p.m. today. And if you look real close, that's 5 inches right there. That's a lot of rain that's coming down. That rain eventually, of course, makes it into streams, creeks, rivers, and ditches, and so we have a lot of water that is coming up. This is the river gauge at Black River at Elyria, and you can see how that line has been spiking. We don't have a flood warning on this as of yet. I take that back. We have a flood warning on this, but we are not expecting major flooding here, so that is some good news, just to check in there. Farther to the east in Willoughby on the Chagrin River, we saw a river rise from about 3.5 feet to nearly 7 feet. So that's a pretty good rise here just since 5 o'clock this morning. So that's an idea of how those rivers are starting to come up, and they're going to continue to rise. So if you are in an area that gets inundated very easily with rivers or streams or whatnot coming up, be prepared, because you're going to have that happening now. And that's not to mention swampy backyards, because everybody's got that. I mentioned the thunderstorms that are still farther south. You can see all the lightning that's confined to areas there in West Virginia. It does look like the best atmospheric conditions for thunderstorms remain south of our area, but you can see the overall trend is for all of this to lift northward. So I think maybe we lose the thunderstorm activity, but we get the rain out of it. So heads up for Tuscarawas, Carroll, Stark counties. You got more rain coming in. And we also have a little cluster of storms that's been popping out toward Lima. That is going to continue to move to the northeast and may impact Erie, Huron, and Richland counties. But it does not look like that would be severe. So we are left with a flood watch in northern Ohio. The best thunderstorm dynamics farther to the south. There is a a tornado watch down toward the Ohio River area, but that doesn't include any of our counties. The flood watch for now goes through 2 a.m. So as far as how much more rain is coming in, we have a wave tonight that will probably bring us an additional ½ inch. And then tomorrow we have another soaker that is setting up for the afternoon and the evening. So let's break it all down for you in your National Design hour-by-hour forecast. The heaviest rain staying out toward the state line area, although we will continue to have rain tonight. We'll have that little cluster that's coming in from the west then, impacting Erie, Huron, and Richland counties, perhaps making it all the way into the I-71 corridor by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock tonight. That round of rain will sweep through as a cold front swings in. Cold front of colder air. The new update is that we get a break tomorrow morning. We start the day with temperatures in the 40s, but watch how the rain just completely fills in the afternoon. A persistent, moderate rain as temperatures are in the 40s. And by the way, we have very gusty wind too to throw into the mix. Wind gusts 40 to 50 plus miles per hour possible for tomorrow. That's going to be causing the problem. So there is a wind advisory that was issued by the National Weather Service for Erie, Huron, Lorain, Cuyahoga, and Lake counties. Those are the windward counties. They will probably have the peak wind gusts in the latter part of the day. There's your Union Home Mortgage forecast, and look at Saturday. Let me say that one more time. Focus on Saturday, friends. Sunshine. I know it's only in the 50s, but sunshine. So we will be drying out. A few rain and rumbles possible, especially early in the day on Sunday. We'll detail that tonight at 11. But then we'll clear out again on Monday. And man, we spring into some beautiful weather next week. Nice and warm. So finally we'll get to stow the jackets once again. Jimmy.